artists change their medium forever. They break the mold so completely that everything that comes after must acknowledge their influence. In comedy, no one fits this description better than Richard Pryor. Born in Peoria, Illinois in 1940, Pryor's early life reads like a blues song. Raised in his grandmother's brothel, abandoned by his mother, and witnessing humanity at its most raw, from an age when most kids are still watching cartoons. But possibly that's exactly what made him who he was. As he'd later say, comedy was his way of surviving. His journey to becoming a comedian started in the most unlikely of places, the U.S. Army. There, he discovered he could make people laugh, finding humor in the daily absurdities of military life. After his discharge, he hit the comedy club circuit, initially modeling himself after his idol, Bill Cosby. Clean, safe, mainstream. But something was not clicking. Then came the turning point. One night in 1967, at the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas, Pryor walked onto the stage, looked at the crowd, and simply asked, "What the hell am I doing here?" He walked off, leaving behind the polished persona he'd built. When he returned to comedy, he came back stripped of pretense, armed with nothing but his raw truth and unfiltered voice. What followed was nothing short of a revolution. Pryor didn't just tell jokes, he created entire worlds on stage. He became the characters he talked about. From his drunk father to his pet monkey, he transformed his pain into poetry, his struggles into stories that made us laugh, while forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about race, society, and human nature. However, this brilliant light came with serious shadows. His personal demons were as legendary as his talent: the drug addiction, the multiple marriages, and yes, the famous incident in 1980 when he set himself on fire while freebasing cocaine. Lesser artists might have been destroyed by such trials. Pryor turned them into material, transforming his darkest moments into some of his most powerful performances. One of his early gigs was at a mob-owned club. In typical Pryor fashion, he didn't just survive the experience, he turned it into comedy gold, creating characters out of the gangsters who became both his employers and unlikely guardians. That was his genius, creating laughter from pain. His influence on comedy cannot be overstated. Every comedian who dares to bare their soul on stage, who tells personal stories, who uses comedy to confront difficult truths, they're all walking a path that Pryor helped blaze. Richard Pryor once said that he wanted to make people laugh, but he also wanted to make them think. He succeeded at both, and in doing so, he didn't just master comedy, he transformed it. For those of us on our own creative journeys, Pryor's legacy offers profound inspiration. He teaches us that being true to yourself matters more than fitting in, that our unique experiences, however difficult, are our greatest creative assets. He shows us that real artistry isn't about playing it safe. It's about having the courage to stand on stage and tell your truth.